Lucas here, your Wellness GPS. I wanted to take a couple of minutes and film this live video for you guys because I actually had a request on this one. So this episode here of In the Doctor's Office with Dr. Lucas here, we're going to talk about adaptogens. I actually had Donna Cashola come and ask the question the other day. It wasn't so much a question as it was sort of a request for a more expanded discussion on adaptogenic herbs. And it's not going to be a huge expanded discussion, but I did create an infographic that I am going to upload to my Wellness GPS page before all is done here. And I want to make sure that you guys get a chance to see that. Hey, Jay, Dr. Jay, good to see you there. But mainly, she wanted to have a little bit more discussion. Oh, by the way, Donna is down in Camarillo. She's the owner of All Things Tea. 5-star rated on Facebook here, a bunch of reviews. So if you're down in Camarillo, you want a place to go get a nice cup of tea, stop it down at All Things Tea. I know next time I go through there, I'm going to stop in there for sure and say hi in person because we've been Facebook friends here for so long. Hey, good afternoon, Jay, Dr. Jay, good to see you. So anyway, today's discussion is about adaptogenic herbs. And, you know, so the big thing here is, well, what does that mean? What are adaptogenic herbs? And it's something that they've used in sort of Ayurvedic medicine for a really long time now. And they're a class of herbs that they call physiological stabilizers. Now, what the heck does that mean? Well, what that means in today's world is it helps us adapt to stress. So in other words, it helps to regulate cortisol levels in a lot of people here. And the nice thing is it doesn't so much override the cortisol level. So herbs, very rarely will herbs ever give you so much power that they actually override the body's system. So in other words, they help kind of bring you up when you're down, and they help bring you down when you're up. So they help you adapt to the physiological stressors around you, and therefore they can have huge effects on being hormonal regulators. Why? Because they help work on cortisol. They help, and the other thing that adaptogens do beautifully is they help work on the immune system. And one of the things then, just so you guys understand this concept, is that cortisol is made from the same cholesterol precursor that your steroid hormones are made from, and that vitamin D is made from. So therefore, these are going to have a huge adaptogenic effect there, helping to bring those down when you're up and up when you're down, and help regulate that cortisol levels. So there's a bunch of Ayurvedic herbs out there. I should say there's a bunch of adaptogenic herbs out there. Some of them include Korean ginseng. Others are going to include licorice root, nettles, a lot of these things. But I actually have 3 of them that I put onto an infographic for you guys that I'm going to upload here in a little bit. But my top 3 adaptogenic herbs are going to be ashwagandha, number 1, and not any particular order here because they all pretty much have different mechanisms of action. So they're all indicated in different situations, kind of based on what you're trying to accomplish and what your labs say and things like that. Astragalus is going to be another one. And then Schisandra is going to be the 3rd one. All 3 of these fall into what we call adaptogenic herbs, and they all have some really cool effects. Now, ashwagandha is typically one of the most powerful adaptogenic herbs. It most powerfully supports your everyday response to stress. And it can even help stimulate the thyroid gland. So patients who are hypothyroid, you'll typically, if they need some adaptogenic support, you'll typically want to give you ashwagandha in that case. And it also helps regulate the immune system. So love ashwagandha. You can do some research on that. In fact, I'll probably do another infographic, or you can see the herbs that I've linked on my website there, so you can see what exactly each of these are used for and in what situations. Next one I really love here is astragalus. Now, I call this one the foundational immune system herb. Okay. Now, granted, all of these herbs I'm telling you are going to be anti-inflammatory. Okay, because that's just the nature of an adaptogenic herb. It's not that it's fighting inflammation directly, but it helps to regulate your response to it. Therefore, it helps to regulate cortisol and helps you be more well adapted in those situations. Astragalus is cardioprotective, so it helps protect the heart and the cardiovascular system because it has tons of antioxidants. It supports stable blood glucose, and it supports healthy immune system function and healthy adrenal function. And it's kind of the mother of all the immune tonics for the immune system. Love astragalus a lot. Now, one of the favorites here you'll know is going to be called Schisandra. Schisandra is beautiful. We kind of call this the liver herb. Okay, so it's a liver tonic. It's hepatoprotective, and what it even does in a lot of situations is Schisandra even helps to regenerate glutathione. It helps give the building blocks so the body can do that. Now, here's a crazy thing that I really love about Schisandra. Okay, beyond the fact that it's packed with antioxidants, it helps to upregulate one of the first. There's two phases of liver detox. Okay, you've got phase 1 and phase 2. And if you don't upregulate phase 2 at the same time, phase 1 can wind up causing damage. Well, guess what? Schisandra really helps out phase 1 of liver detox, but doesn't cause any sort of interruption to phase 2. So really a great one there, and it helps reduce free radical damage and inflammation. And here's the awesome thing also, just as well as some of the other ones, but a little bit more powerful with Schisandra, because it's working on the liver, because so many hormones get processed in the liver, that Schisandra can help actually balance some hormone levels because of its effect on cortisol and because of its hepatoprotective effect there. So guys, stay tuned here. If you like this video, please share it. I love having these videos, even though, like I said, sometimes when we're doing these live videos, don't always get a lot of immediate followers come on here, but the more you guys share this, the more we get that information out there. I'm going to put this infographic up on my Facebook page here, Wellness GPS, at Wellness GPS. So look for it there, and also go ahead and press the share button there. And love to see you here soon. Okay, guys, take care. Talk to you soon.